friend Sophia Nelson. She is a lifelong Republican until recently. She is also a Daily Beast senior columnist and author of the book Black Woman Redefined, Dispelling Myths and Discovering Fulfillment in the Age of Michelle Obama. Sophia, thank you for being with us. In your latest op-ed in the Beast, you write, when all is said and done, Joe Biden's selection of Kamala Harris as his running mate is more than historic. It is an act of deep faith in America. It is heroic. Explain that to us.
Well, I mean, look at it like this. He could have easily taken what I consider the more easy path. Governor Whitmer of Michigan, or someone that was going to bring him something on the ticket. Instead, he chose an African-American woman who was his rival in the primary and who was pretty tough on him, as we all recall, during one of the debates. And he chose someone that he had to know. Joe Biden was vice president to Barack Obama. He was vice president to the first black president. So he understands, as a white man in America, a lot about race, the nuances of race, the moment that we're in. Remember, Briana, when Biden opened his campaign, what did he talk about? We hold these truths to be self-evident. He used Charlottesville as a backdrop. So choosing Kamala Harris in a moment like this, where we're deeply divided as a country, where we have a president who routinely stokes racial tension and division, is, in many schools of thought, risky. But it was heroic in my book, because what he did was he drew the line and he said to African-American women, you've been loyal to us. I'm going to be loyal to you. You've saved this party time and time again as African-American women, and I'm going to give you a spot on the ticket, the number 2 spot, the heartbeat away from the presidency spot, before I'm even going to give that opportunity to a woman not of color. That is historic, and it's heroic. It's brave.
And what is her objective here? What is the way that she's going to help Joe Biden, and what are her challenges going to be?
Well, I think you saw it yesterday. I've never seen, and I'm old enough to remember when Geraldine Ferraro was nominated. I was in high school, so I'm dating myself. But I've never seen the other side do what I saw President Trump do yesterday. He viciously attacked her, right? He called her names. He said she was not angry, but he said that she was pretty much mean and she was nasty, in his favorite words. So they came after her out of the gate. Tucker Carlson was vile last night. I'm not even going to get into the things that he said about her. So clearly they're going to play to racial stereotypes and tropes, not just about women, but about black women. We're angry all the time. We're not team players. We're scary. You need to be afraid of us. So that's the downside of what they're going to do. On the plus side, however, Joe Biden couldn't have picked a more qualified, more articulate, more amazing woman who will stand her ground, who's not afraid to say what she needs to say. She knows how to throw a punch, and she's going to do it a couple times, I suspect, throughout this process, but do it with grace and class. She's going to be great in the debates with Vice President Pence. And she's also going to energize Alpha Kappa Alpha women like myself and black women throughout this country, and white women, moderate and independent women who do not see her as scary. She's an asset. She's qualified. She was a top cop in California. It's going to be hard for them to paint her as some lunatic fringe person like they're trying to do.
Sophia, thank you so much for being with us. Sophia Nelson, we appreciate it.
Thank you.